On one of the coldest mornings of winter so far, I am greeted by a little flower star. For the first time, my jonquils have flowered. And as I visit the gentle giants, I find, much to my surprise and delight, that there are other plants in flower, such as the pink heath. Don't you think these flowers are beautiful, Wonder Weavers? I can imagine little Thumbelina fairies borrowing them to wear them as dresses. Drinking in this beauty warms my heart. And that makes me wonder, what is your favourite flower, Wonder Weavers? I'd love you to share in the comments below. Hello Wonder Weavers, I hope that you've had a delightful week. I just want to begin by saying thank you so much for your encouraging words and your beautiful reflections. I know I say it a lot, but I'm truly grateful for your support. I make these videos because I honestly want to share what lights me up, and I never actually expected that as a result of doing that I would connect with such beautiful people. At times I make mistakes and I don't get things right, but I really appreciate the way that you just witness me with no judgment and you come along for the ride. You're here for the journey, and I'm truly grateful. I'm growing a lot and I'm enjoying the journey, and I hope you are too. So this week I have been staining floors, and I chose a rich walnut colour for that job. I'm happy so far with how the floors have come up, and I've also been doing a couple of experiments with wood. And I made containers for flour, so I think there's going to be some mini baking in the future. In the meanwhile, Wonder Weavers, I'd love to hear from you. What are you working on at the moment? Perhaps you're not working on a miniature project. Perhaps instead you're spending time in the garden. I'd love to hear what is lighting you up at the moment, what little joys and wonders you're discovering. So now let's make containers for flour. Let's make a treen and a flour barrel. I start work this week following curiosity. I'm looking to test ways to bend wood, so I conduct a little experiment with craft sticks. I add the sticks to boiling water. I leave them to soak for several hours. In the end, they weren't very bendable, so next time I'll try the steam method. Next I test balsa wood. These are just leftover pieces from other projects. I place the pieces into boiling hot water, and within 20 minutes I could bend the wood without breaking it. I wrap the pieces around different objects, including my lip balm, and clamp them, leaving them to dry. In the meanwhile, I turned to making containers for flour. I thought I might try and make a treen and also a flour barrel. There are many different ways to create wooden containers. This time around I thought I might carve them from a wood block. This is a balsa wood block, so it's very soft. Looking at its grain and the way that the wood comes away as I carve, I think this block consists of pulp. So as you can see, I've cut a cube. Then with a sweeping cut, I carve one end of the cube. I'm doing this to create a tapering end. The important thing to remember when using this cut is to carve away from you. Next, I remove the bulk inside of the cube. And as you can see, the wood is so soft, I'm able to remove some of the wood with my tweezers. I make sure to save the wood dust for future projects. Then with fine sanding paper, I spend some time rounding the exterior of the cube, creating a cylindrical shape. I also sand the cube's interior. My experiment worked so well that I'm going to use one of the pieces as a handle for the treen. I trim and sand the handle. Then on either end of the handle, I puncture a hole using my awl. Then with a graphite pencil, I mark out where I'm going to puncture holes in the wooden container. I then make the holes with my awl. The container needs a lid, so with the help of an Australian 5-cent piece, I draw a circle on a sheet of balsa wood and cut the disc out. Smooth the edges and sand away any blemishes. Instead of painting the container with acrylic paint, I decide to use some of the walnut wood stain. Next, I make the barrel, following a similar process. As you will notice, I've carved the barrel from a larger wood cube. I also cut a circular disc for the lid and also the base of the barrel. I glue the base to the body of the container to give the impression that the barrel consists of wooden planks. I cut or score straight lines around the exterior of the container. I stain the wood with calligraphy ink. And as a finishing touch, I glue small strips of mirror board to the exterior of the container or barrel, and these will act as imitation metal rings. I add imitation metal rings also to the treen. I use earring pins to attach the handle to the flower treen. I first push the pins through the holes of the handle, trim them, and then push them through the holes in the side of the container. To the end of the pins I add a little bit of glue to help hold them in place. And it works. The handle moves up and down. For imitation flower, I'm going to use chalk dust. To create the dust, I use my hobby knife and carve up a chalk stick. It's time to fill the barrel. Hopefully the lid will keep Muffin the cat out of the barrel. And it's time to bake. Scones are on the menu for afternoon tea. Thank you for watching, Wonder Weavers. I hope that you have a restful weekend. Until the next time, take care, stay well, and don't forget to play. Adios. Ciao. Oh no, Muffin. Look at you. You're covered in flour. What am I going to do with you?